we have a dream. And the dream is to provide justice to this major chunk of population under one roof. There are challenges to it, because when you see a dream, it does not become a reality unless and until you work really hard for it. And we are working really hard. The population under 14 years was 31.36%. So that means it's a major chunk of population under 14 years of age. For that, we needed a forum, we needed a court to solve exclusively for solution mechanism of their problems. And when the Honorable Chief Justice directed us to set up a child court, it was like a dream come true.
ये चाइल्ड प्रोटेक्शन कोर्ट्स हैं, ये हमारी एक लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट थी, नंबर वन. नंबर टू, ये देखें हमारी सोसाइटी में जो जिस तरह के हालात चल रहे हैं, इट इज़ नीड ऑफ द डे एंड इट वाज हाई टाइम. ये हमारी गवर्नमेंट के लिए बहुत ही बड़ा एक चैलेंज था कि जो हमारे बच्चे हैं, जो हमारी जुवेनाइल हैं, उनको स्पीडी जस्टिस दिया जाए और इनको जितना जहाँ हद तक हो सकता है हम इनको प्रिजन्स के और जेल के जो एनवायरनमेंट है उनसे हम बाहर रख सकें. तो दिस वाज एब्सोल्युटली एक जो हम कह सकते हैं कि ये एक बहुत बड़ी हमारी आजकल की ज़रूरत थी कि हम बच्चों को इस किस्म के माहौल से दूर रख सकें.
Children need special attentions as we agreed with in the international commitments and as our national law and provincial laws. If we talk about our special law on child protection, so basically the basic principle is the best interest of the child. So basically we ensure and we are bound as per the law that we will take special care, we will provide special circumstances and special procedures, special environment for children. Is the international commitment which is signed and ratified by the Pakistan and the state government in the shape of UNCRC and SDGs and different international commitments. I think it's a very good steps taken by the Peshawar High Court. We have identified and facilitated 30,474 cases of children at risk, and one of the category is children come in conflict with law, and we have shared data of the cases of children come in conflict with law, which is almost 3,500 to 4,000 maximum, which is shared with the Peshawar High Court before the establishment of this court. And I think this is a very important evidence which is reflected in the shape of the Child Protection Court.
So a registrar is supposed to be the focal person, the focal point of every activity of the High Court. And I've played my little bit part as head of the team under the guidance of Honorable the Chief Justice. It has always been a team effort. We believe in teamwork. When we always discuss things and then we come up to a solution and then we all follow it very passionately.
I would simply say that this is a model court. It's not something that you see common in Pakistan. You cannot see such courts in routine in Pakistan. This is altogether a game changer. There are specially trained judges. There's a special child protection law, and there are specially trained court staff, including the prosecutors, the probation officers, and the other relevant staff. This court is also different in a way that when this court was being established, the child participation was also taken care. The children from the different schools and from the different communities. They took part along with the judges and prosecutors. That's altogether something new. Along with that in the same hall where the judges, prosecutors, probation officers, police officers are sitting, the children were also the part of the same training. At this level, the children participated, and at the second level, when this court was physically organized, the children also participated in the while presenting their suggestions that how a child court should look like. I mean that where the judge should sit, and also the waiting area and the play area. This also includes, and this is something exemplary, this is something totally new in the justice system of Pakistan, and I would say that this must be copied in the rest part of the Pakistan.
In my opinion, child participation is necessary in this process because it is a child court, so there should be involved child to make the court child friendly environment, and they should involve their self to make it good for the children, like by a different color of painting or providing soft toys for the children and make it green, and give their own suggestion that how can we make it more child friendly.
ये जगह खौफनाक नहीं है, ये जगह अच्छी है, डरावनी नहीं है बड़ों की तरह। वो जो बड़े जिधर होते हैं, बड़े बड़े आदमी होते हैं ना, तो बहुत स्केरी लगता है। बच्चों के लिए उधर टॉयज़ हैं तो वो उनको हैप्पी करेगा और दिल चाहेगा कि वापस आए, लेकिन तो वो मैं ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि चाइल्ड कोर्ट है, आप उधर आ सकते हैं, अपने इश्यूज़ बता सकते हैं।
The role of the civil society is so much important, and the civil society does not mean only NGOs. I think the civil society means the Bar Association as well, the Bar Council, the Chamber of Commerce, the different organizations, CBUs, and as well as the NGOs as well. So I think it's a good steps, and our children, I think it's really good that children were facilitated in time, and their decision will be taken in time. The judge, I think she's very committed lady, and also the prosecutors appointed there is also having knowledge about child protection, child rights.
There is one benefit that is added to this court, that now we have a time frame. Earlier we had the cases in other courts as well, but they were being treated at par with adult accused in matters of proceedings. I would say matters of proceedings, because the law is specific for a juvenile. When it comes to imparting justice, when it comes to an adjudication, definitely that juvenile will be treated under juvenile laws. But the procedure was alike for adult accused as well as for the juvenile accused, because of the fact that there was no segregation of courts. Now there is segregation of court, there is a specific procedure for the juveniles, there is specific procedure of children at risk, may they be in any form. Therefore, the matters have been prioritized as well as attended in the way that is in line with the Convention on the Rights of Child as well as the national and provincial legislations. There, an entire different setup is being established for the children. Children have separate visiting rooms where they do not get bored and where they do not have public audience. They sit over there, they play with the toys and have lots of opportunity to meet each other. All the children that are being sit there, we have a separate witness room where we can ensure that a child can give his or her testimony without being pressurized by social pressure or even by so much audience attending the court. Now the attention has been paid to each and every case, that when it comes to court, we make it sure that the other proceedings are not being carried on, and a child, may that be in conflict with law, may that be in contact with the law, he or she should get full opportunity of being addressed. Not even this, the guardians that are coming with the children, they have started reposing their trust over the fact that they are being considered and they are being allowed to sit with the child when he or she she is giving an evidence. We have introduced support system where the public prosecutor or familiarize the child with the system, and then we have probation officer with whom we can use his services as a support person. He talks to the child when he or she comes for the evidence, make him comfortable so that he does not have that fear that he or she has come to the court. And now I have noticed that children, they are coming and they can depose the very sensational nature of crimes in a very easy manner. So this is something that is very unique about a court, because everything is dependent on the sole testimony of a child witness. Beside that, we have children that were being referred to child protection institutions. In child protection institutions, we get their quarterly reports where they come with social welfare officer in the company of a psychologist. We get their evaluations, we get their monthly assessments, and we talk to them. We address to those factors that they need to improve at child protection institutions. Earlier to that, there were organizations, there were child protection institutions, but they were not under a check. If a child was referred to an institution, it was not known that what will be his or her welfare in the years ahead. Now that we have an enactment in the KP, specifically the KP Child Protection and Welfare Act, under that we make it ensure that till the time they reach to the age of 18 years, we get their quarterly reports, so that by the time they reach the age of majority, they can be capable enough to reintegrate into the society.
The results are in front of you. Go and visit the child court and you will see the results. Go and talk to the people. They'll tell you that what has been the effort and how is it going. And moreover, the statistics will tell you that perhaps we are not doing that bad a job.
As far as the impact of this child court is concerned, as I already said, that one, this is something exemplary, this is model, and I hope that the practices that happen here in this court would be copied not only within the Pakistan, but this would go across borders, at least in Asia, or in this would serve as a model court, particularly in developing countries. And because the way children participated in this in the establishment of this court first, and the second, the way children are treated here, this is something I mean that's what required by international, under the international law, what's required by under the Convention on the Rights of the Child, and even it's also the requirement of the domestic legislation as well, where you ought to treat the children with the special care and to provide a special protective atmosphere where they can feel free to express their inner self, free to express their opinion, they are free to express, give the evidence, and they are at ease to express their views, whether they are accused of a certain offense or they are the victim of a certain offense or they are the witnesses. So this atmosphere that's been provided there, and all the technical support that is available to this court, this would serve as a model to the other courts as well. And this is actually a learning place for the rest of the judicial system in Pakistan.
Yes, now we can feel that safe, that there is someone to ask for us if we have a fight on a street or school, or someone misbehaves with us on a street or somewhere in the house. We can now feel safe because there is someone that can ask for our justice, and there is someone from who we can appeal for justice.
In Abbottabad and in Mardan, inshallah, we'll be having child courts functional by September or October max. Now, in the long term, we have requested the provincial government to create 34 child courts, give us judges, so that we can formalize, including in the newly merged districts, which is very important. It is in this scenario that we think that the child court is important, because it caters for the almost 32% of the major chunk of population, which is the youth. We at the training, the child court judges for Abbottabad and Mardan, they were trained with the child court staff in the first phase in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Judicial Academy, again by Ma'am Valerie and her team. For that, we not only invited the judges, but also the provincial government stakeholders, the members, the people who counted, people from the ordinary walk of life, people from social sector, and most importantly, other judicial officers. Now, that practically means that judges for Mardan and Abbottabad, they are already trained.
Basically will play a key role in the implementation of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Child Protection and Welfare Act 2010, but also the Juvenile Justice System Act 2018, and it will help to implement, not only to implement these laws, ensure justice for children, but also to basically create relevant case law about child rights, child protection for other courts in the province and in the country. When it comes to the implementation of laws, we have to go a long way, and one of the key areas is, taking steps for the implementation of laws, budgetary allocation for the implementation of laws, awareness and capacity building of the duty bearers, like judges, child protection staff, police officers, probation officers. These are the areas where we need to focus and ensure that all these duty bearers are trained, they are aware, which will help ensure the implementation of all children related laws in Pakistan.
केस पेंडिंग के रवाते स्टेट बाय स्टेट कल यो अदालत तकरीबन 3-4 अदालत दी चेंज हो सही इश्यूज कम मौजूद कम अदालत की चिल्ड्रन अदालत की दिन पदिमान मुख सटिस्फाई दिखे यो दा डिफरेंट कार्य अनु अदालत ना या यो जज बा डिस्ट्रिक्ट यो बता कुनडे यो ददी दद की रकम पीपीसी से वकील दे देर नाइज और देर केस अनुरा सरकारी गवर्नमेंट हो की दाना मुक्त मिलो पीपीसी वाहन सर कोना सा खास खबर और पूरा दायना को लोग अपने में काल में तो कम जो फिर भी से डेटेड तरीके से इस पर कार और तो कम्युनिटी जमा अदालत दादा से माता हासिल भी बाबा टाइम माता हासिल तक कैसे ही शेला का सब पेमेंट वर्क हुआ ना गवर्नमेंट वाला सरकार वाला पेमेंट वर्क वो लोग बैंक माता से हासिल भी दे रो नाइस साढ़े तक तो खाली वो पार को माता हासिल भी माँ प्राइवेट केस के माँ सालो प्राइवेट को हिलाना मुसातर माता से हासिल शुरू नहीं संग माता पीपी से हासिल शो वे कम जस्ट से जमूंगा हम तड़े रिस्पेक्ट सर अगर रिस्पेक्ट सर शरा जो रिस्पेक्ट सर मुझे खबर की हमारा वो रिस्पेक्ट सर वो
हम बच्चों को डरना नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारे साथ चाइल्ड कोर्ट्स है अभी बनाया गया, मर्दान में भी बनाया जाए, एबटाबाद में भी बनाया जाए, पेशावर में भी बनाया गया है। तो बच्चों को डरना नहीं चाहिए। उनके साथ कुछ गलत हो तो अपने माँ बाप को बताया जाइए और फिर उनको जाना चाहिए चाइल्ड कोर्ट्स और उधर केस लड़ना चाहिए कि बाकी बच्चों के साथ ये सब कुछ नहीं हो।
भी कहना चाहूँगी कि चाइल्ड कोर्ट में आए, अपने इश्यूज़ बताए, चाइल्ड कोर्ट है, आप अपने उधर इश्यूज़ बता सकते हैं, आपकी प्रॉब्लम भी सॉल्व हो सकती है। आप उधर आए, सारे के साथ अपने इश्यूज़ बताएं, जो भी आपको अभी इश्यूज़ इधर आकर बता दें, आपका वो सारे इश्यूज़ सॉल्व हो जाएंगे।
सबसे पहले मैं पेशावर हाई कोर्ट का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ, जिन्होंने बच्चों के तहफ़्फ़ुज़ के लिए पेशावर में पहला ख़ुसूसी अदालत कायम किया। मैं चाहता हूँ कि इस तरह की अदालतें और जगहों में भी कायम करनी चाहिए और खेली बच्चों को जेल, थानों और हवालात में नहीं रखना चाहिए, बल्कि जम्मू कोर्ट जैसे इस्लाही इदारों में रखना चाहिए, जहाँ पर उनकी इस्लाह की जा सके, जहाँ पर उनको तालीम दी जाती है, जहाँ उनको तहफ़्फ़ुज़ मिल सके। और इसके साथ मैं अपने सूबाई हुकूमत से ये दरख्वास्त करता हूँ और सबके भी बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ कि कैदी बच्चों को मुफ्त कानूनी इमदाद फराहम करे और उनके लिए मुफ्त वकालत फराहम करे, इनके मसलों को हल करें। और ये बच्चे जब बड़े हो जाएंगे तो कौम की खिदमत करेंगे, इंशाअल्लाह हम भी इनके साथ हैं।